Grandpa's 40 clever WD-40 hacks that actually work. Blow your mind and make life easier. 1. Silence squeaky hinges. Instantly tired of those squeaky doors that wake the whole house? Grandpa always reached for WD-40. A quick spray on the hinges, followed by opening and closing the door a few times, worked like magic. The squeak vanished without a trace. He said it was faster than calling the handyman. It didn't just mask the sound, it lubricated the hinge properly. Worked on screen doors, closet hinges, even the old barn gate. WD-40 penetrates deep to loosen rust and friction. One can, endless peace and quiet. That's Grandpa's go-to fix. 2. Remove crayon marks from walls. When grandkids got artistic on the walls, Grandpa didn't panic. He grabbed WD-40 and sprayed lightly on the crayon mess. A soft cloth wiped it right off. No paint damage, no scrubbing. The oils in WD-40 broke down the wax instantly. He always kept a can under the kitchen sink for emergencies. This trick worked on painted walls, tiles, and even wood paneling. He followed up with a damp cloth to remove residue. Simple, fast, and kid-proof. No harsh cleaners needed, just Grandpa's magic can. 3. Loosen stuck zippers. Zipper stuck on your jacket or backpack? Grandpa gave it a squirt of WD-40. He aimed carefully at the zipper teeth and gently pulled. It slid open like new within seconds. WD-40 cut through dirt, rust, and stubborn snags. This trick saved winter coats and travel bags. He said it worked better than tugging and hoping. Once fixed, he wiped the area clean with a cloth. Never wrestle with a zipper again. It's Grandpa's glide and go trick. 4. Clean and shine garden tools. Rusty shears or muddy spades never lasted in Grandpa's shed. He'd spray WD-40 after every use, then wipe the tools clean. It removed gunk and added a light protective coat. Rust stopped forming and hinges moved freely. His tools always looked ready for display. WD-40 also dislodged sticky sap and soil. He swore by it after pruning roses or trimming hedges. Sharp, clean, and rust-free, that's how he kept his gear. All thanks to one magic can. 5. Protect outdoor locks from freezing cold mornings and frozen padlocks? Not a problem with Grandpa around. He'd spray a bit of WD-40 inside the lock before winter hit. It created a moisture-repelling barrier that stopped ice buildup. When others were struggling with keys, he was already inside. This hack saved time, stress, and cold fingers. He used it on sheds, gates, and mailbox locks. A little spray each season was all it took. That's Grandpa's defense against winter jams. 6. Remove stubborn sticker residue. Ever struggled with sticky gunk from price tags or labels? Grandpa just sprayed a bit of WD-40 on the residue. After a few seconds, he wiped it away with a cloth. No scraping needed. It worked on glass jars, plastic containers, and even old picture frames. He used it on everything from garage sale finds to kitchen tools. The WD-40 dissolved the adhesive without harming the surface. No more ugly leftover paper scraps or sticky patches. He always said it was better than soaking or scrubbing. Clean finish, no mess, just a spray and swipe. This one's a game changer for decluttering projects. 7. Unstick gum from shoes or carpet gum stuck to your shoe or rug? Don't panic, Grandpa didn't. He sprayed WD-40 on the gum, let it sit a minute, then scraped it off easily. The formula softened the gum just enough to lift it clean. No scissors or damage to fabric or soles. This trick saved many a hallway rug and school shoe. Even better, he used it on furniture or car mats too. Follow up with a damp cloth to remove excess oil. Fast, safe, and way less gross. Another WD-40 win from Grandpa's playbook. 8. Prevent snow from sticking to shovels. Grandpa always prepped his snow shovel before the first flake fell. He sprayed the blade with WD-40 to stop snow from clumping and sticking. Each scoop slid off clean without a fight. It made shoveling faster and a lot less heavy. The can lived in the mudroom all winter long. He even used it on snowblower chutes for the same effect. No more clogged up blades or frozen chunks. WD-40 saved his back and his patience. Pure winter wisdom in a spray can. 9. Get rid of water stains on glass water spots on shower doors or car windows? Grandpa had a fix. He sprayed a light mist of WD-40 and wiped it in circular motions. The oils lifted the minerals and polished the glass. No harsh cleaners, just a soft cloth and steady hand. It made the bathroom sparkle like new. He swore it made rain bead off car windows better too. You could even use it on mirrors or faucets. A hidden gem of a cleaning hack. WD-40 left glass spotless and streak-free. 10. Protect car battery terminals from corrosion. Grandpa's old truck always started, even in the dead of winter. His secret? WD-40 on the battery terminals. A quick spray kept corrosion and moisture at bay. He cleaned the posts first, then sprayed a protective coat. No more crusty buildup or weak starts. He did it before long trips and before each season change. It extended the life of the battery too. Just remember to disconnect before spraying. Simple trick, huge payoff under the hood. 11. Loosen a stuck zipper. Grandpa never tossed a jacket just because of a stubborn zipper. He'd grab his trusty WD-40 and spray it directly on the zipper teeth. Then he gently worked the zipper back and forth until it slid freely. This hack rescued backpacks, jackets, and even old suitcases. It also protected the metal from rusting over time. Just a little spray did the trick, no force or damage needed. He always said, "Don't fight it, lube it." It was one of his go-to travel prep tricks, and it worked every single time. 12. Clean and protect stainless steel. For shiny kitchen appliances, Grandpa reached for WD-40. He'd spray a cloth and wipe down the fridge, stove, or sink. It cleaned smudges and added a layer that resisted fingerprints. Guests always asked what cleaner he used. It was this all along. No streaks, no chemicals, just that classic WD-40 shine. He even polished his mailbox and grill with it. It brought life back to dull metal in minutes. Plus, it helped guard against rust and stains. Who knew kitchen sparkle came from a garage can? 13. Prevent wasps from nesting. Grandpa hated dealing with wasps under the porch or eaves. Before spring hit, he sprayed WD-40 in corners and crevices. The scent and coating discouraged wasps from building nests. He checked spots like swings, deck rails, and mailbox posts. It was simple prevention, no spraying angry swarms later. He even used it around sheds and tree houses. Less buzzing meant more peaceful afternoons. It kept grandkids safe from stings and fear. Smart, subtle, and super effective. 14. Unstick. Chewing gum from hair. Sticky gum in someone's hair? Grandpa stayed calm. He sprayed a small amount of WD-40 on the gum. Then he gently worked it free with a comb or fingers. No scissors, no tears, just patience and a miracle fix. He used this trick on kids, clothes, and furniture too. Always spot test on delicate materials first. It cut through that gummy mess every time. A lifesaver during sleepovers and school mornings. No more surprise salon trips. 15. Make garden shears glide. Like new dull, sticky pruning shears were never a problem. Grandpa sprayed WD-40 at the joint and blades. Suddenly the snip was smooth and effortless. It made trimming hedges and plants feel brand new. He wiped off the excess oil to avoid harming plants. Every spring he'd tune up all the garden gear this way. It extended their life and saved money on replacements. Just a cloth, a spray, and a few quick pumps. Garden magic, Grandpa style. 16. Clean scuff marks from floors. Those black marks from shoes on tile or vinyl, gone. Grandpa sprayed WD-40 on a rag and buffed the spot. The marks disappeared with just a few wipes. He used it on entryways, hallways, and even linoleum. No elbow grease, no harsh chemicals, just clean floors and a satisfied smile. It worked better than any fancy store cleaner. He always followed up with soapy water to finish. Simple and surprisingly effective. 17. Stop squirrels from climbing poles. Squirrels stealing birdseed drove Grandpa crazy. He'd spray WD-40 on the pole of the bird feeder. The slick surface made it impossible for critters to climb. No harm to the animals, just harmless frustration. The birds got their meal in peace finally. He'd reapply after it rained for consistent results. Neighbors couldn't believe how well it worked. The feeders stayed clean and full. Score 1 for Grandpa over the squirrels. 18. Remove tar from car exteriors. After long drives, Grandpa always checked the fenders. He'd spray WD-40 on tar spots and wipe them clean. The tar loosened without hurting the paint. No more ugly black streaks or stuck debris. It worked better than specialty products at the store. Just a rag, a little patience, and a smooth finish. He even used it on tree sap and bug residue. The car always looked showroom ready, clean and classy, every time. 19. Quiet, squeaky treadmill belts. Grandpa's home. Treadmill started squeaking like crazy. Instead of calling a tech, he grabbed the WD-40. A light spray on the belt's underside stopped the noise. He wiped off the extra to avoid slipping. The machine ran smooth and silent again. This saved him expensive service calls. He did it every few months to keep it in shape. Even fitness machines need a little garage magic. One spray made workouts peaceful again. 20. Release stuck rings from fingers. When rings got tight, Grandpa didn't panic. He sprayed a small burst of WD-40 on the finger. It lubricated the skin enough to slide the ring off easily. No pain, no pulling, no emergency room visit. He kept a mini can in the glove box just in case. It worked in seconds, even on swollen hands. Just rinse afterward to remove residue. This trick saved wedding bands and patience. Gentle, fast, and totally genius. 21. Keep shovels and blades snow-free. In winter, Grandpa sprayed WD-40 on his snow shovel. Snow and ice slid right off instead of sticking. He used it on car scrapers and plow blades too. It saved effort and made every shoveling job faster. No more clumps freezing on the edge. The coating lasted through multiple uses. It also helped prevent rust after the thaw. His shovel always stayed light and ready. A true cold weather essential. 22. Prevent rust on outdoor furniture. Rainy days didn't bother Grandpa's patio gear. He sprayed WD-40 on metal chairs and tables. It kept rust from forming even in humid climates. The clear coat blocked moisture and oxygen. He did it every spring as a seasonal ritual. No need to repaint or toss old pieces. Everything looked fresh year after year. It was his secret to making things last. Sturdy, shiny, and stormproof. 23. Loosen stuck drawer slides. Grandpa didn't force stubborn drawers open. He'd spray WD-40 into the slide rails. After a few back and forths, they moved smooth again. No more squeaks, jams, or finger pinches. He fixed dressers, tool chests, and kitchen cabinets. The drawers glided like they were brand new. It saved frustration and preserved the furniture. Even antique drawers worked like a dream, quiet and easy, thanks to a simple spray. 24. Remove grease from hands easily. After tinkering in the garage, Grandpa's hands were filthy. He sprayed WD-40 on them before washing. It cut through grease and grime instantly. A quick rub and rinse left his hands clean. No harsh scrubbing or chemical soaps. It worked even on oil stains from the car. He kept a can by the utility sink just for this. The old mechanic trick never failed. Work hard, clean easy. 25. Keep windshield wipers from sticking. Frozen wipers were a winter nightmare, unless you were Grandpa. He sprayed WD-40 along the rubber blades. They stayed flexible and didn't stick to the glass. This prevented tears and helped the wipers last longer. He'd reapply every few weeks in cold weather. No more scraping them free in the morning. It also helped them glide more smoothly. Better visibility, less frustration. Just another smart seasonal tip. 26. Protect guitar strings from corrosion. Grandpa played guitar every weekend. He'd wipe the strings with a WD-40 soaked cloth. It cleaned off oils and kept rust at bay. The strings stayed fresh and smooth for longer. Better tone, longer life, and less breakage. He said it kept the twang just right. Musicians were always shocked at his hack. Even the case smelled like WD-40. A melody powered by maintenance. 27. Help stuck drawer locks turn smoothly. Old lock mechanisms often seized up. Grandpa sprayed WD-40 into the keyhole. A twist of the key, and they turned like butter. He used it on desks, filing cabinets, and trunks. No need for locksmith visits or broken keys. It protected the inside from corrosion, too. Every lock got a tune-up once a year. Safe, secure, and smooth. That's how he liked it. 28. Keep scissors sharp and snappy. Sticky blades slowed down cutting in the kitchen or garage. Grandpa wiped his scissors clean and added WD-40. Suddenly, they opened and closed with zero resistance. He even sharpened them easier after cleaning. Crafting, cooking, and trimming became smooth again. It was his go-to for restoring scissors quickly. Even the oldest pairs worked like new. Saves money, saves time, and it takes just seconds. 29. Fix jammed umbrellas. A jammed umbrella was no match for Grandpa's fix-it spray. He'd apply WD-40 to the shaft and sliding mechanism. The parts unlocked with ease, no forcing or bending. Rain or shine, the umbrella was ready to go. He'd keep one can in the car trunk just for this. It also prevented rust from forming in the joints. Umbrella life extended by years. Just a few drops made all the difference. No more soggy struggles. 30. Restore shine to car rims' grime and brake dust, made rims dull and stained. Grandpa sprayed WD-40 and wiped them down. The metal sparkled like they were fresh off the lot. It cut through dirt without damaging finishes. Even chrome and aluminum looked amazing. He finished with a dry towel buff for shine. No expensive cleaners needed. Driveways were his car detail shop, results that turned heads. 31. Remove sticker residue easily. That stubborn sticky patch left by price tags, gone. Grandpa sprayed WD-40 directly on the spot, let it sit a minute, then scraped with a card. The gunk came right off without damage. He used it on books, tools, and containers. No tearing or greasy leftover mess. Just clean, reusable surfaces again. Perfect for gifts, storage bins, and crafts. Peel, spray, wipe, done. 32. Loosen rusted bike pedals. Old bikes with frozen pedals didn't get junked. Grandpa soaked the threads with WD-40 overnight. Next morning, they turned with just a wrench. He revived dozens of bikes this way. Pedals, gears, and even spokes ran smooth. WD-40 kept the rust at bay long term. He tuned bikes for the whole neighborhood. Ready to ride, no fuss, just like new, with elbow grease. 33. Shine up old license plates. Rusty or grimy plates got the WD-40 treatment. Grandpa sprayed and scrubbed with a soft brush. The surface cleaned up without peeling paint. He wiped it dry and buffed in circular motions. It even helped protect the numbers from fading, showed he cared for every part of his ride. The back of his truck always looked tidy. Classic plates deserved classic care. Another small detail, perfectly done. 34. Smooth out. Drawer glides in wood furniture. Stuck wooden drawers don't have metal rails to fix, but Grandpa still used WD-40 with a rag. He wiped it along the bottom runners and sides. The drawer slid smooth as butter afterward. Great for old dressers, nightstands, or desks. He used just enough to avoid staining. The wood stayed dry, but movement was clean. Saved many antiques from frustration. Old school tricks for old school wood. 35. Restore shower heads to full flow. When water flow slowed, Grandpa sprang into action. He'd remove the shower head and spray inside with WD-40. It broke down mineral deposits and gunk instantly. Then he'd soak it briefly and reattach. Full pressure returned in minutes. It saved him money on replacements. Felt like a brand new fixture each time. And it lasted longer between cleanings. Bathroom brilliance with a garage trick. 36. Prevent snow from sticking to car windows. A cold morning didn't slow Grandpa down. He sprayed WD-40 on the outside of car windows. Snow and ice didn't cling as much afterward. It made scraping a breeze the next morning. He kept a winter can in the trunk. Worked on mirrors and lights too. Safer driving, faster mornings. No more elbow deep in snow at 6 a.m. A true cold weather lifesaver. 37. Shine leather car seats. Cracked, dull leather wasn't Grandpa's style. He misted WD-40 on a cloth and gently wiped the seats. The leather soaked it up and gained a healthy sheen. He followed with a soft towel to buff it dry. Seats stayed conditioned and water-resistant. It prevented cracking and stiffness over time, better than pricey detailing products. Car smelled and looked great. Comfort and style in every drive. 38. Fix a squeaky bed frame. That late-night creaking wasn't ignored. Grandpa flipped the mattress and sprayed joints and bolts. The WD-40 silenced every squeak and rattle. He tightened loose screws afterward, too. A quiet bed meant better sleep. He even did the kids' bunks once a year, kept everyone from waking up grumpy. Another home comfort made easy. Sleep tight, no squeaks tonight. 39. Protect tools from humidity in the shed. The old shed wasn't exactly climate-controlled. Grandpa sprayed a fine coat on metal tools monthly. Saws, wrenches, and drills stayed rust-free. He also wiped them down before winter storage. WD-40 acted like a vapor shield for the metal. Even after rainy seasons, everything worked great. A simple habit that kept tools working. He never had to replace his favorites. Oiled, organized, and always ready. 40. Free up sticky window locks. When window latches jammed, Grandpa didn't struggle. He sprayed the mechanism and waited a few seconds. A gentle wiggle and the latch popped loose. He used it on old farmhouse windows and modern ones. No broken handles or cracked frames. It made ventilation a breeze again. He even taught neighbors this one. House pride, one window at a time. Open views, made easy. 41. Keep boots from squeaking. Brand new boots always made a fuss. Grandpa applied WD-40 to the soles and joints. After a few walks, the noise disappeared.